Hey Tactical Painter, welcome back out to the Suits Crafting Wood Shop. Come on back out to the shop with me. We're going to get to assembling this Baron pen kit. We've got some beautiful Curly Koa and Alumilite hybrid blanks turned up for these. If you saw my previous video, which I'll include a link to here, I got so excited when I saw how beautiful these things were finished up that I was giddier than a schoolgirl at a pep rally. So let's get to assembling these and I'll show you how it's done. We are all set to assemble this beautiful pair of Curly Koa blanks into this Baron pen kit. This is absolutely beautiful piece. I was so surprised when these pieces turned out just as gorgeous as they are. So excited to see those. You know, we definitely had some trials along the way when we found voids and stuff in our Alumilite, which surprised me because I haven't cast anything and ended up with voids like this, like we had this time around. So it was definitely a surprise. We worked around it, and you know, I had an old school teacher that you know, read in Woodcrafter magazine once that an expert woodworker is not somebody who doesn't make mistakes. It's somebody who knows how to make his mistakes look intentional. And I think that we did a pretty good job of that today. So let's get this assembled and we're going to get this off to our customer. So the first thing that we have to do with this Baron pen kit is we need to assemble the body. And to start that, we take these two pieces. These are the posts that go into the end of the body. And we make sure that we know which our end is by checking to see where that blue line is at. That means that's our center. So we keep our blue lines lined up here. And we can see that if we line our blue lines up, that we've got our swirls line up there. So that's how this pen's going to end up, is just like that. So we need to press our post cap ends together. So we're going to take these two parts, put them into one another like this, and we're going to put these together on our press. Just like so. We'll set that to the side. And now we need to put together our couplers, and we need to put a ring onto our coupler. And the ring goes on just like that. So you've got this wide mouthpiece here goes to the outside, and this flush piece goes against our blank. So we get our spacer out of the way there. We're going to take our body tube and we are going to press this together. Okay, now we take our other coupler. We're going to put it onto, or our bushing, and put it onto our coupler, flip it around, okay, so now we take our spring and we put it into our post cap, twist it onto the back of our blank, of our assembly. We take our Rollerball ink, insert it down the tube, take our front section, thread it in, and now the body of our pen is complete. Take a look at that. Got a really smooth transition on both ends there. Check out that wood. Isn't that beautiful? Got this Curly Koa direct from Hawaii. And I'll tell you, I could not be happier with it. It is beautiful. So let's get our cap put together. So we're going to take our clip cap, we're going to put our clip onto it, and we need to decide exactly how we want our clip to look. So we're going to take a couple of glances here. I think we'll have the largest section to the back, and we'll have the clip go straight down the middle of that wood where it's at its peak. I think we'll do that. I think that'll be a nice effect right there, just like that. So we will assemble this. Okay, we got that pressing in. We make sure that our clip stays in place. So now we assemble the two rings onto our center band, which is this piece right here. And we're going to take, this one comes with a black ring, black metal ring, and it goes on first. Then you take the second ring that matches your finish. In this case we have a titanium gold finish. You put that on second. Then we set that down. We're going to pick up our center band coupler. Take that, we're going to slip this into the sleeve. Just like so. And now we're going to take our pen body, we're going to thread this on, and we are going to align our grain. So we take our grain pattern and we see how that lines up like so. So I'll just hold that in place like so, and we'll get this pressed together. Take this very slow because you are dealing with just a plastic insert at this point. And you're going to notice little pieces of plastic are actually shaving off of the plastic insert, making a custom fit, and you press in a little further and that's just going to keep coming out until it cuts it off when you get to the metal, and then you just sweep it off and clean it off. See, just very thin plastic shaving. Just toss that to the side, clean out the inside here. Now the same may happen with the gold finish. And so you do watch for that and just clean it off right before your last press. That drives it all the way home. Need to put our spacer in here and drive it home. Okay, so let's take our pen and assemble it here. See how that looks. Oop, it's off in the timing. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness. This has got to be the most beautiful pen that I have made to date. Could not be happier with that. That is so gorgeous. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful, isn't it? Could not be happier with that. I got a little dust there. But oh my. Wow. But that's not even done yet. We've still got to take our G2 pen refill and get it set up into this pen. So stick around. Okay, so we've got our Baron pen kit almost completely assembled, but we still have to do the G2 conversion to it. So the only thing that we have to do is just take this apart, set that part aside, take out our front. Set this part aside. And then this piece right here. That comes out. Set that aside. And that's all that we're going to need right there. All that it takes to do this, because this almost fits. It almost fits. Look how close that is. It almost fits. So we just have to file down the back side here in order to get this to fit better. So we're going to hit this with some 100 grit, and then we'll go down to 150, or then 240, then 320, then 400 and 600 until we get to our final finish. Okay, we have our piece of 100 grit sandpaper, we have our tip, we have our G2 ink refill right here. So let's get this started. All we take is we take the bottom end of our tip and we're going to just set it down here, and we'll hold it flat just like so, and we just do swirls that take off just a small amount off the bottom of that tip. And we just hold flat, stop every once in a while to make sure that we're still holding it flat, and we just file off a little bit off the bottom of that tip. We'll do our first test fit, just see how we're doing. And we still have a ways to go. I recommend that if you have anybody in your life who cannot handle the sounds of nails on a chalkboard or scratchy sounds, do not let them anywhere near this video or you doing this process. Alright, do another test fit. Ah, you see our shoulder just bumped out there? That's exactly what we wanted. So we're going to move down to 150 now that is showing, and we will go through the rest of our grits and just re-polish up the inside of here. Alright, here's our piece of 150. Register our flat edge and small circles. .240. 320. 400. And 600. Okay, if you check the bottom of that, you see how nice that looks now. It's got a nice shine to it. It's no longer coarse and rough. Check our fitment. You see polishing it, bumped out that shoulder just a little bit more, and now it looks fantastic out the end of that. Okay, so we've got our Baron pen, our new ink, and our tip back out here. This is the tip that we just did our conversion on. Let's get this pen put back together. So we take this back apart, set our cap to the side, we thread our end back in, just like so, tighten it down, take our end assembly off, just like so, take our Pilot G2 ink refill, slide that inside. You can hear that spring in there. Press it up against the spring, put our end back on, thread it back in, and that's done. Get you a shot of that. Some gorgeous wood that's on there. Again, that's some Curly Koa that I got shipped to me straight from Hawaii. Absolutely beautiful stuff I picked up. There's our G2 ink refill. Let's see if I can do this upside down. Not the best paper to write on, but thank you so much for watching today. Please feel free to subscribe right here. We'll hit that right there, subscribe. Check out some of my other videos here and here. And thank you so much for joining me out in the shop. This is Tactical Painter in the Suits Crafting Woodshop, signing out.